We're back, New Mexico. It's the U Sports Report. Khalil Ekalona, Kimbry Temple, and the college master, Mr. Tyler Ortega. He's here to give you everything you need to know about the college rundown. Tyler, big-time baseball news, right?
Big-time baseball news. I got some breaking news for you guys.
Okay.
I'm actually not a Milwaukee Brewers fan.
What?
I'm a Minnesota Twins fan.
Twins
Fan, although I probably should be a Brewers fan.
We're just nudging you there. We're nudging you in that direction.
I'll probably have to go there eventually because my Twins, they're 0-8 to start the season. No team's ever started 0-8 and made the postseason. So I might be a Brewers fan by the time the week is over.
Well, while you're at it, just become an Orioles fan. They're undefeated.
You guys could get matching jerseys.
Yeah. You guys have Manny Machado, too.
Yeah.
That kid's tough.
It makes it happen.
Kid's real tough. Speaking of tough kids, the Lobos were taking on Fresno State in a 3-game series this last weekend right here in Albuquerque. They won Game 1 by a score of 2-1. We're picking it up here in Game 2, starting it off with a jack. That is DeVito going yard, giving the Lobos a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Fresno State now at the dish with 2 runners on the bases. They've got a sac fly going out to center field. Both runners tagging. They're going for the runner at third, but to no avail. It's going to bring one in. Now runners on the corners. Gapper going through. Runner from third will score. The runner from first is going to hold.
I like the Lobos uniforms. They look hard.
Yeah, those grays are real nice. I don't know whose bright idea it was to have one team in gray and the other team in dark blue on the same day. It's not very smart. But Fresno State shopping at the gap, still getting a couple of more runs. And here we are with the Lobos going yard. Dalton Bowers, get out of town. 7-5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Still bottom 7. DeVito, bartender. I need a double shot of Jack. His second home run of the day. That's going to tie us up at 7 to pop.
You get that jack on the rocks. It's quite a shot.
You see DeVito getting dapped up by his teammates here. Now Fresno State at the dish. Top of the 8th. That's Hawley flashing the leather, saving a run there. Fresno State able to get 2. Now bottom 9. Lobos down by 2. Looks like they're going to be 1 out, but no, the left fielder unable to make the grab. Hawley injured as he pulls up into second. Lobos now, runner on second, that's Hawley there. As you see the pitch a little bit outside, the home plate umpire calls it a strike, as you see here on the replay. Did a great job of framing it up there. Hall of Fame coach Ray Birmingham coming out to argue. Lucky he wasn't tossed. The Lobos not going away. That's Stajduhar going yard, part of his day. He was 6 for 7, hit for the cycle.
That's something else, and they're hype, boy. The Mexico Lobos bench is hype.
Moving on, free baseball, top of the 10th, 9-9. Fresno State at the dish. Got a frozen rope going up the middle. That's going to allow Fresno State to bring in a run, and they'll take the lead here in the top of the 10th. Fast forward, or still in the top of the 10th, actually. Popcorn, 2 outs. Looks like the Lobos should be getting out of here, but wait. A lapse in communication, and that's going to allow the Bulldogs to get a couple of more runs in. The play at the plate a little bit late.
They look like the Twins right there.
Touche.
Ouch.
There's Fresno State up 12-9. And here, still rallying in the top of the 10th as we have a gapper going through to left, and that's going to put the score at 13-9. We're going to skip the 11th inning, or actually we're going to go to the bottom of the 10th, excuse me, as the Lobos at the dish. That's Vigil getting one to drop right in front of the center fielder.
Those guys cannot field the ball today.
And Gonzalez going yard. That one's gone to Souvenir City. Lobos now down by 2. Check out this replay. It's a nice little slider down and away, and Gonzalez saw that coming every bit of the way. And here's DeVito again. Bartender, I need a triple shot of Jack. His 3rd bomb of the day. He was also 5 for 7 here in this game.
With all these shots of Jack, you figure he's leaving the Fresno State pitchers a little woozy. Yes.
See what you did there.
Thank you.
You see the right fielder losing his glove on the attempt to rob the homer. And here we're going to skip the 11th inning. Nothing really went on. Bottom 12, so we see Lobos have runners on first and second. They're intentionally walking here in hopes of getting Vigil out next and maybe getting the pitcher spot to come up. But Vigil will not allow that to happen. He shops at the gap. It's a walk-off single for the Lobos. 14-13. This game took 4 hours and 1 minute. Lobos put up 22 hits. They hit 6 bombs. And this is their first time in a game with more than 5 home runs since March 21st of 2009 against Northwestern.
They really pulled it off. They really pulled it off. That was just such an exciting game. The Lobos are doing some damage right now in the Mountain West, aren't they?
They are. Lobos are actually ranked #1 in the conference. They're also ranked number 28th nationally. So right there on the cusp of a top 25 ranking. Schneider and DeVito also swept Mountain West Player of the Week honors this week. So the Lobos just getting it done in all facets. They have a West Coast road trip starting tonight. They'll be taking on Santa Clara at 7 o'clock. They'll also play San Francisco tomorrow night. And then starting Friday, ending on Sunday, they have a 3-game series against San Jose State.
Okay, so the Lobos are catching fire at the right time.
Yeah, 22-9. Aside from getting swept by Dallas Baptist, these Lobos have had a really, really solid season. Look for that to continue.
Okay, wonderful. We go from baseball back to basketball. National championships over. Fantastic, fantastic Final Four. Nova winning the championship, but there were some awards to be handed out this weekend for national recognition.
Yeah, the end of the season college basketball awards were presented on Saturday. Taking home the John Wooden Award, which is the National Player of the Year on the men's side, Buddy Hield out of Oklahoma. We talked about him all season long. This guy put up 25 points per game, which was tops in the nation. He also averaged 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He shot 46% from beyond the arc, and when he gets to the charity stripe, this guy is dollar bills, 90% free throw shooter.
All right.
Buddy also took home the Jerry West Award for the nation's best shooting guard as well.
Excellent.
Very impressive.
Excellent.
Very impressive.
And moving right along down the list, taking home the Bob Cousy Award for the nation's best point guard, Tyler Ulis out of Kentucky. Clearly, all in the name, guys.
Yeah.
All in the name. Ulis put up 17 points a game. He averaged 3 boards, 7 assists, a steal and a half compared to only 1.5 turnovers per game.
Well done.
This guy is real. This guy's a real player. He's going to be playing in the league, I'd say probably after this year.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
He's a good one.
So moving along now to the Small Forward Award. That's the Julius Irving. A lot of us thought that this guy would be rivaling Buddy for the Wooden Award for the National Player of the Year. Denzel Valentine out of Michigan State. He just got it done everywhere on the court. Denzel averaged 19.5 points per game, 7.5 assists, 7.5 rebounds. He also shot 46% from the floor, 44% from 3.
That's not bad.
So this guy, he's just a great all-around player.
And the one thing that kept him from winning the National Player Award, in my opinion, is the fact that he really didn't step up in that game in the NCAA tournament. Had he stepped up, it would have been a really close between he and Buddy Hield, because Buddy Hield put the team on his back, got him to the Final Four, and, unfortunately went down to Nova. But Valentine really didn't step up in that shocking loss that they had.
Yeah, Buddy was really the story of the tournament up until we got to that Final Four. Now, moving along to the Karl Malone Award. This goes to the nation's best power forward. One of my personal favorite players to watch, George Niang, the power forward out of Iowa State. Another great all-around player, 20.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. This guy shoots 55% from the field. He shoots 40% from 3. He also shoots 80% from the free throw line, guys.
Wow.
This is the new breed of basketball.
Okay.
You see those stretch 4s out there.
That's good.
Niang really gets it done. And last but not least is getting the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award for the nation's best center. It's Jacob Podol out of Utah. Podol averaged 17 points per game, 9 boards, 2 assists, a block and a half, and this guy shoots 66% from the field.
Not bad.
So that's it. That's going to wrap it up for the guys' awards. And of course, on the women's side, winning the Women's Wooden Award. Was it any question, guys?
Come on.
Brianna Stewart out of UConn. Another just fantastic all-around player. My jaw dropped when I was looking at her season stats last night. This girl put up 19.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3.5 blocks. She shoots 85% from the free throw line, 56% from the field, 43% from 3. Oh, by the way, she's won 4 straight national championships.
Yeah. Arguably going to go down as one of the most storied college athletic careers in our nation's history.
Ever. I mean, you can absolutely put her up there, with the Candace Parkers of the world when it comes to NCAA women's basketball. She was just a transcendent player. I think we're going to start seeing more players like Brianna Stewart in the future. Now, whether they have her skill set, that's yet to be determined. But I think we're going to see a lot of these younger girls start practicing the way she does and really getting their game well-rounded.
Excellent, excellent. That's how you do it. That's how we do it here on the U Sports Report. That's the College Rundown. Coming up next on Out of Bounds, we, the three of us, are going to give you our little taste of the NFL mock draft because, like we say, football season is never really over. Coming up next on the U Sports Report.